top 8. I get to play first. I ended up in 5th place, playing against 4th, so this hand is a good hand. I guess there's no real reason to look up my opponent's deck list. This hand is oh wow. I even get a good matchup in the top 8. Nice. And I get second piece of Tron. Alright. Oh. This is not God. This is a much better matchup than I thought it was. Oh, plant or tower? I guess I'll just take another tower. Whew. Veteran Armorer. That's not a bad play. Alright, let's see what I draw. I'm not in danger of dying, so I'm just going to evoke Muldrifter. Okay. I could have just run out Dignitary there, but there's no secrets my opponent can have that kills me, and unless we're just making shit up, so you know. I'm just going to block 2 and go to 15. And from here on, I'm going to avoid letting my opponent have a clean attack. So we'll start with... God, I hope I don't get mana tithed. Alright. I don't think it was worth playing around mana tithe there, so I didn't do it. My opponent had mana tithe plus Guardian's Pledge. Would have been very disappointing. I'm gonna evoke another Muldrifter, and then I'll keep up Moment's Peace if I don't hit Tron. Cool. Yeah. Alright. This deck top-8'd. Somebody must have been asleep at the wheel. Also, this guy timed out their last round opponent after getting parried down 5-1 to 4-3. Alright. Okay. Play an Oracle, and I'll run out another Dignitary if, yeah. There we go. Alright, my opponent's dead. I should have auto-yielded that. Silly me. 1. Alright. I could just mill my opponent with Compulsive Research if it comes to that. And it probably is going to come to that. If it's going to be at a huge life total. And I can't really mill them out. Or, not mill them out. Bounce all their creatures and all their lands. It would just take a huge number of clicks. So instead I'm just going to try to search for... a flicker, lock my opponent out, and oh well, the game's over. That's cool. That was fun. This is not going to work, but you never know. Maybe my opponent's feeling charitable after a very long day of grinding. I do have Condescend for 1 plus teachings up, so that's cool. It's probably not going to matter. I'll start with a flicker, though. Definitely not going to be killing my opponent with damage this game. I can tell you that. At least my opponent's playing nice and quick. Alright, just searching for another wall and a compulsive, so I'll start doing it. Take a land, whatever. I'll do it one more and then I'll pass. Ooh, a prism and a wall. Guess I'll take a wall. Alright. I found the wall, so I'm going to do it one more time. You know, as a reward. I'll take another tower. And play a cove. Don't need Moment's Peace anymore. I'm not going to do a whole lot of commentary. This game is over until I, like, all that matters, my only decision remaining in this game is finding a compulsive research. There we go. Took me a while to get that one out. Go. I guess I should hit their lands. It doesn't really matter, but like there's no real reason not to, so. Pass. I get 2 flickers and 2 capsizes. Not bad. Yeah, I'll let that happen. This is going to drain more of my opponent's clock now. Bounce the untapped land, see if they float. Haha, I knew they would. Maybe they actually have something to play. Probably not, though. If they had something to play, they could have played it from their hand earlier, so. I guess I could cycle this. I should have tapped differently. I should have cycled with the tower, excess tower mana. Yeah, I want to do this. Oh well, whatever. Wow, my opponent's gonna have to click a lot. I actually might be able to time them out by just doing this over and over again at the end of their turn, because they have to click twice every instep or every iteration. It might be viable win condition. I guess I could just play Dignitary. Alright. Go. I am going to need to find a compulsive eventually, though. Make him float a mana. Can't have 6 if you have a mana floating. This matchup's so good, I probably shouldn't do goofy timeout strat stuff. I should just get through with as much of my clock intact as I can. I think that's the best way to win here. There we go. Two more combat steps left. All right. More manas. Definitely not killing with damage. I can tell you that. All right. I want to flicker during their turn, I think. Yeah. I guess I'll flicker during my turn and see how many, how much time it takes from them. There we go. I'll show compulsive, see if they concede. If they don't, then we'll start doing stuff. Compulsive on these two. Yeah, I can do it in my turn. It'll be fine. This is a huge waste of my opponent's efforts. They should immediately concede this game. Even if they think they're going to win this match, which they won't. They're going to lose this match. Going into the next round exhausted because you had to click 400 times is nonsense. It's just a waste of your potential. So that's fine. This is much better for me because now they have a lot more things to click. Might as well get a flicker in while I can. While the flicker in's good. Yeah, I should be flickering during my turn. Looks like. I got one more. Okay, one more combat to skip. Like, there's 0% chance to win this game, and I'm not showing any additional cards, so... There's actually zero incentive to do this unless you think I will time out, and I don't think that's a dream worth chasing, given that I've been playing this quickly. Seems unlikely. Alright, I do want to flicker during my turn, though, because... I get to just flicker and then choose targets, and then my opponent has to do stuff. Alright, I'll flicker back, and then keep up capsize or flicker or whatever. Or whatever, you know. I could really waste my opponent's time. Because now they have to click 4 times per flicker. Hell is this? Sure. So many triggers. So many triggers. Yeah, there's a chance I could win the match by just making them do this a bunch. They'd have to click 6 times? That's a lot of clicks. Alright. Let's see if I can time them out. Of course, they always have the option to just concede, so... Click so many times. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'll just kill him. Board into more moments pieces, win easily. A noble cause, opponent. You have successfully stuck with it. It's fair to give up now. Although, I'm not bouncing their land. Maybe maybe they've got something special for us. Wish I had a second compulsive. This would be very quick, but oh well. I guess I can't kill them this turn, so I'll just compulsive one more time. Pass. Alright, in a turn I'll get back compulsive, untap and mill them out. And they still have this combat plus the next turn's combat to skip. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, just let's say okay. Wow, my opponent is trigger happy. Get it? Get it? Trigger happy? Okay. Anyway. Dang, my opponent is going to have a million triggers. Are they trying to crash the game? Is that what's going on? That would be an inventive way to try to win a challenge. It'd also explain how they're in the top 8 with this deck. But they went 6-1. Maybe the deck's great. It isn't. But maybe it's great. It's not. Yep. You have a lot of triggers. If my opponent was a robot, I would win this match in this game by timing them out. But they're not a robot. They have options to just concede whenever they want to. Okay, maybe they're a robot. Who knows? I'm not going to hate on robots. Oh, what are they doing? Sure. Maybe my opponent has some sick cards that I'm forgetting about. Maybe they're playing 3 or 4 Simian Spirit Guides and a Mob Justice. I've got Prohibit for that, but they could. I don't know. Maybe they do. Who knows? They've drawn their whole deck thanks to me. Thanks to my efforts. Do 15 minutes left. All right. Less than 10 minutes to mill my opponent out is pretty good. I am getting some client lag, so I'll be restarting during the during sideboarding. Hopefully I get back in time to sideboard. Alright, cool. Maybe gut shot. Probably not, though. Just killing a 1-drop's fine. But it's not really necessary. Really do want Moment's Pieces, though. Finograph, not good. Pulses, medium. Capsize is okay, but not great. What if my opponent actually 5-0'd with this? Box. It's a good name. Pauper League with White Wheaties. Sideboard. They have Beacon Apparition. Let's pay no heed. Doesn't do anything. Celestial Fair doesn't do anything. Journey to Nowhere, Limited Thread, Patrician Scorn. I don't have any enchantments, so that's fine. Yeah, my opponent's just a tokens deck. They'll cite in Beck and Apparition, and that's pretty much it. Not going to cite an Ancient Grudge Blind. They're playing 6 Souls things, maybe more now. Gut shot just 1 creature. Do I have anything really bad to take out? I don't want Serrated Arrows. Maybe a colorless land's fine. Oh, Deep Analysis for sure. Quicksand's not great. Could have put in Dispel just for a Guardian's Pledge. Or whatever pump they have. It's kind of like half a fog. I still take their creature damage, but I don't just die in one shot. Does it hit Beck and Apparition? Yeah, it does. Alright, I'll put in Dispel. Pulse is probably not great. Cool. Notably, my opponent, this was from a month ago, the 4th of April. They 5-0'd with this deck. They did have 2 gut shots on the sideboard, so I should probably try to stay above 2 life. That's pretty unlikely to matter, but you never know. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Deep Analysis also gives me a 3rd targeted draw source. Theoretically, they could exile my 2 compulsive researches. This hand's great against them. It's getting better too. Alright. Yep. I'll just take the damage. I'm not gonna hold up Moment's Peace this early. Triplicate Spirits? Oh, Lumi Thread Field. That should be called a Luminous Field. Lumithread Field is like just a weird Future Sight name, which makes sense given it's a weird Future Sight card. Enchantment with Morph. Come on. Wow. Just drawing to Tron, why don't I? I hope they don't have Mana Tithe. That would be a silly way to die. End of turn, raise the alarm. Yep. Ooh. Yeah. Let's just Seagate Oracle. Now, if my opponent doesn't pop their morph, then they can't attack, so they have to pop the morph in a turn, basically. Take a compulsive. I already have Tron. Alright. Yep. What if they try to Guardian's Pledge and tap out, and then I just get to eat 2 creatures when I... No, that's not how that works. Resolves. They didn't flip over their field or end of turn, so they don't have an attack really. Yeah. Although we'll block them more if I give them the option. Yeah, sure. They might have Rally, or Mosaic Rally, and this will get that out of their hand. Ding 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 ding! We are winners! I should have let the thing resolve and then see if they'll go to combat damage. In case they had a second rally and we're just going for the kill. But on the other hand, this is way less effort. I'm gonna play a wall, get back to peace. Alright, go ahead and play a map. Pass turn. Yeah, alright. Do I take a hit? No, definitely not. If they had kept the card in hand, I probably would have thought about taking a hit. But instead, I'm just going to play the Mum's Piece, and the game is going to be over. Well, not over because my opponent refuses to concede ever, but, you know. Go ahead and get a tower. Play a tower. Play a Teachings. Teachings for Ghostly Flicker. Go ahead and Ghostly Flicker twice, I think. Yeah. If my opponent draws Journey, I can Teachings for Capsize and Journey it. So. And I'm not going to bother trying to deal damage. It seems like a huge pain. Alright. Play this, pass turn. I can now get, I can Teachings for Teachings. Teachings for, oh, they don't have anything, never mind. I can get counterspells and Capsize, basically. And the game will be locked over, or locked out for them. I will get another Teachings, yes. Had to think to make sure I didn't screw up. Wouldn't be the first time today that I tried to throw a easy win. I'll go ahead and get a Flicker going. Alright. Once I bounce all my opponent's lands, Beckon Apparition also doesn't do anything. So, that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and Flicker a few times. Stop myself from getting owned too badly, depending on what they draw. I feel like I am unable to lose if I don't time out this specific game. I don't think my opponent can win this game or next game. So let's try not to give my opponent the chance. Alright. Alright, so I'm only digging to another wall, basically. And I'm going to use my time to bounce all their lands. I'll keep a Prohibit. Ooh. More color mana sources. Not bad. Deep Analysis is whatever. Pass turn. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. 2 more combat steps to skip. Alright. Here we go! I should probably do this right now. If they have double Beckon Apparition, that's whatever. I've got Capsize to combo off with. If they have single Beckon Apparition, though, I get to use my Capsize. But they didn't, so. Yeah, sure. Playing that. And go ahead and start bouncing some lands. Because I can. And I'll go ahead and Flicker right now. You don't have to counter Beckon Apparition if they don't have any lands. You don't even have to counter Relic of Progenitus if they don't have any lands, because they can't crack it. Alright, 3 more combat steps to skip. I'll play a map and get a tower. Might as well hit my land drop without committing any mana to draw spells. And I've got a tower, so I get to get rid of their last land during their end of turn. And my opponent is doomed. It's all over but the something or other. I don't know how that saying goes. It's all over but the fish. I think that's how that saying goes. Mulldrifter. just going to discard that. On the off chance that my opponent has Fairy Macabres or something, I do want to keep as big a library as possible, so I can just try to make them draw a bunch, and once they've exiled all my flickers, then I can... Then I can just burst them out with whatever's remaining. Alright, pass turn. End of turn, I'll bounce their land, and then I can start milling them more aggressively. That's fine. One more combat skip. Step to skip, alright. I'm just singing a song while I click many times. Many times. It's also not going to work, but it's worth a shot. My opponent really has no incentive to go through with this. I have so many minutes left that... It. Cousin it? It's your time to waste, homie. Well, I'm glad I lost that last round if this is my first round opponent in the top 8. Whew. Worked out. So I will say that it worked out. My opponent has no saved up combat step skips, so I do need to keep an eye on that. Yep, sure, whatever. I probably should make sure the combat's actually skipped. I'm 90% sure it is. Yeah, okay. And they have no more skips, so we'll bounce the land. We'll flicker once on the Stonehorn, maybe twice. Who knows? Does anybody really know? And I'll try to keep myself from clicking for no reason a little bit less. How about that? Just a little bit less. I can still click a little bit for no reason. I should have gotten back compulsive first, maybe. Whatever. Doesn't matter. My opponent's milled out next turn, I think. Given I drew all the targeted card draw. With some clever editing, we could just say at like many minutes ago, hey, I won the game. Welcome back. 21 cards. There's nothing I really am worried about here, so I'm just gonna flicker here and get another compulsive in. Yeah, my opponent might play a Plains and then beckon Apparition compulsive, but I have it in my hand, so. Also, my opponent's just decked by me just flickering a bunch. So. And I have a trigger of Dignitary, because it's summoning sick, you see. And I'll discard a Muldrifter. Alright, they're probably going to go Plains Beckon Apparition. Aha! You messed up! And then I'm going to deck them. Called it. Alright. Do I have enough to mill them? 5, 7, and then I need... I guess it's just 6 of these. I don't have enough to mill this turn, do I? Could have counted how much I did last turn, but math is hard. 3, 9, 18, 22, and takes 6 for an iteration. That's not enough. Alright, whatever. Let's make sure I don't screw up. I can't time out anymore, so... unless I lose power. That's pretty much the only way. I'll go ahead and get the compulsive back. Compulsive research. Compulsive research. Compulsive research is good. Alright, next turn I've got a milt. And they don't have any lands up, so... again, I'll make sure to actually skip the combat. You never know. I'll bounce their land for good measure. There's probably a League of Legends joke in there somewhere, like don't concede early in League of Legends because it hurts your team. But I don't play League of Legends, so I don't I want to know how to find it. Just throwing that out there, you know. God, what a waste of time. Imagine if my opponent, like, didn't make me go through with this. Yeah. We'll go ahead and deep analysis. And deep analysis them. Because I can also hold up Moment's Peace this way. My god, the face down card was a Lumithrid field? Who would have guessed? Anyway. Oh wow. Alright. Wish my opponent would waste my time that way, but we are into the top 4.